Hello and welcome back to the Closing Crew podcast. Thanks for joining us again here at the podcast studio at 5 North Main, brought to you by 5 North Main and powered by Coffee Bar Bel Air. So thanks for joining us for episode 4. We've already done 3 of these in the bag. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
And if you're still hanging out with us after last time's antics, kudos to you. Yeah, good job. Good job. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. My name is Leif McCurry, your host and assistant manager of Coffee Bar Bel Air. With me tonight, I have returning Sabian McIntyre. She was our world traveler. She was out on an adventure across the sea. She'll touch on that a little bit later with us. Returning, I have Tyler Reese here to my right, and a little farther down the table, Nathan Heath. Welcome back. So I do have Nathan and Tyler in the same camera angle tonight, so we can put the rumors to rest. They are 2 different people. We have them here at the same time. So thanks for joining me, everybody. We got some fun stuff tonight. First, I want to touch on a little bit of business. As always, Coffee Bar is launching our new drinks on Thursday. Is that?
April 1st.
Friday's
April 1st. So the 1st of April, 1st of the month, we'll be coming out with some new specials. We have some of them around the table tonight, so I want to go through and talk about it. I'll go ahead and start. I'm very excited to talk about what I'm drinking. This is our Coffee Bar Cold Brew. We're going to be brewing it in-house. This is different than the Nitro Cold Brew that we offer, and it's a different product than the iced coffee that we also have. So this will be somewhere in the middle. I think it's very good. I think we kind of knocked it out of the park with this one. This is what I've been drinking for like the past 3 weeks. So I'm excited for that one. But let's go around. Tyler, what do you got tonight?
So I have the Samoa Latte, which is just like the Girl Scout cookie. Coconut, caramel, and chocolate. It's very good. It's still ceremony coffee, even though it's not in a regular cup, but it's very good. I love it.
Can you tell us a little about the process of how we make that? Of how we what do we do when we make a latte? I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, okay.
What is our
Teach us, Tyler.
Yeah, for like our iced latte. How would I make that? How would you make that drink?
So we fill the cups with ice and then
good start.
I mean, it's what we do. So
it is available hot as well.
It is, yes. But for the ice one, we fill the cup with ice. And then we add the syrup flavors, which in this case is, like I said, caramel, coconut, and mocha.
Mm-hmm.
And then we fill it up with your choice of milk. And then we add our shots of espresso on top.
Yeah, plain and simple, right?
Yeah.
We'll mix it up, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, we do mix it. I try to give it a little
and then
wrist shake.
Throw it out.
Yeah, and then just
right in the face.
Yeah, and every once in a while the lid will pop off. And it'll go everywhere.
And then you look like an absolute fool.
Yep.
Yep. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah, right. You got to get that wrist action in there. All right, Nathan, what do you have down there on the end of the table?
So I'm not drinking one of the new specialty drinks. I am, despite my best efforts to distance myself from him, I'm actually drinking the Tyler.
Oh.
Yeah. So to make it even a little more confusing.
You're just making it awful. No one's going to understand anything.
It still happens. I got called Nathan the other day.
Oh, good.
You know who did it?
Wait.
Seriously.
Wow.
Like
we were standing right next to each other.
It
and she goes,
slipped out.
Nathan. And I was like,
It just slipped out. I'm used to yelling at them both, so the names just come so fast.
But I almost understand that more than if they're separated. Like if they're standing next to each other and
they were right next to each other.
Nathan, you're right there. I might be having a conversation with both of you. I say that is probably a little bit more
okay, but that's like me talking to you two.
No, it's
next
different.
to each other, and I call you Leaf.
It's different. You guys both piss me off the same way. My emotion comes out the same. You were standing right next to each other. You were probably both making me mad. It was probably warranted that I said whatever name I did.
Shots fired. Shots fired. To be fair, though, when I was growing up, my mom would just run down the list of everyone's names. It would be like my name, my brother, my sister, and then she'd get to the dogs and the cat, everybody, She's just yelling at everybody. So I get it. So thank you, Scott, for that reminder. I did want to go ahead and touch on that because I said, somebody please remind me.
I was like, what are you guys looking at?
We are on, as of this episode, we do have our first 3 episodes posted on Spotify, on Anchor, and on Google Podcasts. So if you prefer listening rather than watching on YouTube, or you do not subscribe to the YouTube Premium stuff, and you want to turn your phone off, turn your screen off, go ahead and over to Spotify, give us a follow and a like there. But make sure you also follow and like on YouTube, so you're getting it from all angles. We when we're posting some stuff.
And we have Instagram.
And we have Instagram. Yes, the Closing Crew podcast. Just find us on Instagram. Give us a follow there. Tell your friends. Hit the like button. All that fun stuff.
It'll be really nice for people to listen to the podcast in the car.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Driving.
opposed you had to watch. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. That's what we want to promote, just to make everybody that wants to hear
Less
what we have to say.
commitment, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't watch and drive.
No,
please
please
just
don't.
listen and
Yeah,
drive.
you can do that. That's totally all right. All right. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate the reminder there. So Sabian, let's move right along. What are you drinking?
This is the Sunrise Latte, which is made with turmeric
Good job.
in a powder. It's really good. It's got honey in it and milk.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious.
No
Just like
coffee,
the
though.
sunrise.
Tastes like a sunrise. No coffee.
No coffee.
No
caffeine
caffeine.
free.
Yep.
Oh, so there you go.
Caffeine free.
Yeah, I don't know if I knew that it was caffeine free.
Decaf.
Decaf.
Well, not decaf.
That's just when
because
you
it's
order
not
it.
decaffeinated.
Well,
It
yeah,
just has
there's
no
no-
caffeine.
Yeah. Decaf.
No, but when something's
Decaf
decaffeinated,
implies
that you
That it
took
has
the caffeine
once-
out of it.
Once was caffeinated and now it's
You could say
decaffeinated.
Yeah.
water is decaf.
You could say uncaffeinated.
No, it's
decafed.
that implies that it had caffeine at one point.
All right. Okay, we're getting off topic
okay.
here.
All right.
All right, but yeah, so we have the Sunrise Latte, or we call it the Golden Sunrise. Is that what we have?
Sunrise.
Just the Sunrise. Okay, the Sunrise. Available iced or hot. We have the Samoa that Tyler is drinking, also available iced or hot. I wouldn't recommend cold brew,
Hot cold brew?
because then you're just drinking coffee, really, really concentrated coffee. And then in the booth, Scott has our lavender honey latte, which he just absolutely loves. He says it's one of his favorites. So you should
Look at him
definitely come and check
chug
it
in
out.
there. Wow.
Yeah, great with oat
Scott,
milk. Yeah,
slow down.
careful, man. You're gonna spill it over your tie. Jeez, Scott looking good in the booth
Aw,
today.
He's all dressed up.
All right, awesome. So yeah, make sure you stop by Coffee Bar, check out our April specials. I think these are going to be pretty popular. Like I said, I'm very much looking forward to the cold
People
brew.
love lavender too.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming up on the lavender season. Hopefully, us in Maryland get out of some of this colder weather. It was literally snowing
snowed today?
today.
Yeah, there was flurries
Like-
going around.
It'll be 70 on Wednesday.
Oh, good.
And
And
like
thunderstorms.
thunderstorms. Yeah.
Remember the hail?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah, just Main Street Bel Air is all of a sudden just
I was
hailing.
like, what's happening?
It was like a beautiful summer day on
Yeah.
Saturday, and then it's just, oh my God,
Hailing.
Armageddon outside.
Do you guys think that well, which one do you think is going to be the most popular?
I'm gonna
Honey lavender.
Not counting the cold brew.
I think this is gonna be a permanent
yeah, that's a permanent.
Yeah.
permanent menu item.
If
So
If
I
we're
don't want
talking
to
about
count
just
this.
like the flavored ones, I think the honey lavender. Because
Yeah.
people are already always asking for lavender.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close race between the lavender and the Samoa.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
this-
People love their chocolate.
people love their
True,
coconut.
they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think that they're both going to be very popular drinks. I think that these two actually might stay on the menu. The Sunrise with the turmeric or some kind of
They're both
iteration
good.
of it. Yeah, they're both good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cold brew, I think I would like to see stay for the long term.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people like it.
Maybe just try different beans every now and
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Different roasts and get
We're
it.
using Destroyer now, by the
Yes,
way.
this is
Feel like we should
Destroyer.
mention that.
Our first batch that we did was the Mass Appeal, which
Mm-hmm.
I love both. Don't get me wrong. I think I preferred the Mass Appeal just a little bit more. It's a little bit just a hair less bitter, but this is still good. The Destroyer. I mean, I like the Destroyer just as like a pour over or
Yeah.
just drip, but
Yeah.
I just a little too strong for me. But I'm still drinking it black. I don't have
Yeah.
to put anything in it.
You're
It's
like,
still delicious. Yeah, it's okay. It's good though. I highly recommend you coming and giving it a try, because it is going to be warm soon. So hopefully we'll
Hopefully.
get some of these ice
I
creams.
mean,
Gosh.
it snowed today, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Just around the corner. All right. Well, moving along. Like I said, Sabin, you were out on an adventure across the sea.
Oh, yeah.
And so tell us about it. You were on a cruise. Yes.
Yep.
Are you okay sharing with like where you went? Like,
Yeah, I don't care. It was a carnival cruise. We went to Grand Turk and like the Dominican Republic, which I'm still not sure if those are the same thing. Like if Grand Turk is in the Dominican Republic,
I have
because
no clue.
Anyway, those are the places we went.
Scott?
It was fun.
Are we,
Scott, is
Fact check.
Grand
Scott in the
Turk
booth?
in
Yep.
the Dominican Republic, or are they separate? It's probably as bad that I don't know when I went there.
So you were
But-
there for 5 days?
It's 5 days. Yeah, it's a 5-day cruise, and there was. It's not.
Yeah, Scott just gave us confirmation. It is not.
I've been to 2 places.
There you go. Whoa.
Yeah.
This trip's got a whole lot bigger.
More traveling than you thought you did.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh, look at me go. Anyway, yeah, so there was a coffee shop on the boat called Coffee Bar, by the way.
Really?
Kind of weird. Yeah, like when you look at
trademark
it on the website, it's like Coffee Bar, and I'm like,
Oh, wow.
Well,
Who
I
knew
guess
we
I'll
did that?
go. And I tried like the vanilla ice latte, and it was very Dunkin'-esque in the way that like every day I got it, it was different.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, it'll be sweet today, because it was so sweet the first day I got it. And then the next day I went and I was like, however much vanilla you put in there, just do like half. And she was like, okay. And then it was like so bitter, like as if there was like no vanilla in it. And I was like, well, I wanted a little, like
just like one pump.
And then I went back the next day and I said nothing, and it was like super sweet again. It was like kind of watery. I don't know like how they did their espresso.
Was
like,
it the same person making it every time?
Not every time.
Okay.
So I think that they were like, there was just like a disconnect. I don't know. I was so happy to come back and go back to
Could
Coffee
you see
Bar.
them making it or no?
Kinda. Like they like turned around to use the espresso machine, so like their back was to me, so I couldn't see like what was happening. But like the one day she literally made it in like 2 seconds, and I was like, what's in this? There's no way you pulled a shot.
It's
that
just one
fast.
of those like Starbucks Frappuccino.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
that
I'm
you
like,
get at
what's
Wawa.
going on here? I mean, their espresso machine was definitely not as good as ours is in the
Yeah.
shop and stuff. Which I mean, it's a boat,
Makes
so
sense, yeah.
like
That's a bit.
can
You're
only
floating
ask
out
for
there.
so much.
I don't think Carnival Cruise is investing heavily in their
They're
artisan
not like, we
coffee
need a
industry.
Slayer.
Yeah, unlikely.
Get me the Cadillac of espresso machines.
Literally.
No,
But
no way.
yeah, like it wasn't bad, but it also wasn't good. Like it got me through the week. It was better than the like free black coffee you can get from upstairs that was
Oh,
like
yeah, I'm
burnt
sure.
and like super hot, like just sitting there all day. It was so gross. So I just kept paying for these like half-assed iced lattes every day.
How
You
much
gotta
were
get
they?
you fixed somehow.
Yeah.
How much were they?
They were like $5.50 each, and I tipped $2 every time
Yeah.
on my little card. So it was like $7.50 every day
They make it so convenient
for me to get this
tip.
like watery iced latte every day that was like maybe sweet or maybe
Here's
really
$2
bitter.
for you.
I know. I'm like, thanks.
appreciate your time.
Yeah. I'm like choking it down. They also had like no milk alternatives. They only had whole milk.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was awful.
That's sad.
Yeah. It was a rough week for me.
Yeah, wow.
I was like counting down to like getting back to making my own coffee on the way back. I was like, we gotta find a Starbucks or something.
Anything.
Literally any. I'll take Dunkin' right now.
Oh my God. That's desperate.
I
They
know.
probably wouldn't serve you, given how much we trash talked them last
Oh yeah,
time.
they probably know all about
Like,
it. So
oh.
like,
We're
Get her out of
blackballed
here.
from Dunkin'.
these people
Yeah,
are not
I
allowed.
know.
Do not serve.
It's
Well-
fine. I don't go there.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
It was
I'm glad
fun.
you're home safely from your world
I didn't
travels.
sink. I was
Good.
scared about
Yes.
sinking.
Yes. Speaking of sinking,
Oh God.
do you guys know about the Endurance? I was actually talking about this today. And you being on a cruise reminded me of it. It's this ship that was lost for sea for over a century. One of these ships that went and explored Antarctica. And it was like 1914, I think the ship was lost. They got stuck in the ice, and the captain was able to save his entire crew.
Nice.
They were lost in Antarctica for several months, I believe. I think it was like 3 or 4 months. They were actually trapped down there, and he managed to keep his entire crew alive. But the reason I brought it up is because they just recently discovered the boat. It had been lost. They were like, we don't really know where it went. And Shackleton, I think, was the name of the captain. The Shackleton was the captain, and the Endurance was his ship, and he's like famous for saving all of these crew members.
Crazy.
But this month they found the ship 10,000 feet below the frozen surface of the Antarctic Ocean. And it's basically still intact, like the pressure and the temperature at that depth.
Dang.
It's like
Wow.
pristinely just preserved there, sitting 10,000 feet under
Were
the
they
ice.
actively looking for it, or were they doing something else?
It's been like one of those, like the Amelia Earhart plane, you know. It's like the story of Castleton or Shackleton, excuse me. Shackleton is pretty well known because they all survived, right? Like it wasn't like this mysterious thing that they were never heard from again, like Amelia Earhart. But I mean, so when the ship got frozen, you have to remember that when it gets frozen, it's not the whole ocean freezes. It's frozen in a pocket of ice that's floating on the water. So that ice still moves around. So it moved for 10 months frozen in the ice with nobody on it, like hundreds of miles, and then sank once the ice had melted enough to allow it to go through. And so nobody really knew where it was, and then they were able to track it. But it's been an ongoing search to answer your question. They've been looking for it for dozens and dozens of years, you know, and but Antarctica is literally like the most inhospitable place in the world. So it's very, very hard to get down there and do this kind of research. But I thought that was a cool little thing. I learned about that this week, and you're just talking about your cruise.
I'm glad you told me after my cruise.
Yeah.
I know, I'm like sweating. I'm like, that
You're
would
in the
happen
Dominican
to me.
Republic where it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
the water's gonna freeze. Oh man.
An iceberg. Oh God.
I think that stuff is interesting though. Like
Not when you're on a cruise ship.
no,
It's okay, you're not.
I've been watching this YouTube channel called Casual Navigation, and they just like explain how cruise ships work.
Oh yeah.
Or like all sorts of ships.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty interesting. Like,
So I have my boating license, and I don't use it as often as I would love to, but I love being out on the water. What are you guys doing? Children at the maybe have to separate you. I will turn this podcast around.
turn the table around.
No, Dad.
Please. We'll behave.
But yeah, no, I think that it's so neat. Like when you think about how, in the history of humanity, how much it relies on navigating water, it's crazy, and how it's like not really a necessary tool anymore. But for hundreds and hundreds of years, if you didn't know how to sail, you weren't really doing much, right? I mean, it was just like, it's just such an influential part of human history, sailing, and now it's like really used for transportation of large goods, and it's funny, you either have like the most essential job in the world, or it's just a leisure activity for you. It's like there's no middle ground in between. You really, really have to love what you're doing, or it is like your line of work. It is your livelihood.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting that that's like kind of how it's progressed and what it's turned into.
I liked to stand at the front of the boat and pretend I was like running the boat.
I'm sure.
Did you do the
Titanic moment?
Did you do the I'm the king of the world?
Arms out.
I
imagine
so
Katie
windy.
like behind you. Like,
Yeah, right.
Did you see anybody doing that?
No, I didn't.
It was just you guys.
I guess nobody wanted to really think about the Titanic while we're on a huge boat.
That's a good point.
I imagine there's like some guy that his only job on the cruise is to prevent people from doing that. Like he's like, no.
Yeah.
Party foul.
Yeah.
Party foul.
It's like once every other hour.
No one
he's
wants to
gotta
think
tell
about
somebody.
that here.
Katie's up behind you like, Sapien, it's the 5th time today. Come on.
Yeah, please.
Do you guys watch The Office at all? Or have you ever watched it?
Yeah.
You know the episode Booze Cruise?
Yeah.
And Michael does it, and Jim's like, I'll bet you my whole paycheck that I'll do it within the first 30 And he did. He looks at the watch.
Oh, it's so tempting.
I love it.
Well, so your travel experience has recently come to a close, and actually, Nathan did some traveling recently as well. That's why you weren't with us on our second episode, where
episode
Tyler
2.
joined us. You did some traveling down to Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the coffee that you had down there. Did you find anything cool?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of coffee shops in Richmond.
I believe it.
Which I think is kind of weird because like there's nothing around here. And I went to like
coffee bars.
Yeah, besides coffee bar. But like there's like where we stayed, there was like 5 shops within a mile radius, all walkable, which I thought was really cool. And
these are all like mom and pop
yeah,
shops.
yeah. And I saw one Starbucks my entire time down there. So I don't know if they just like really love their coffee and they just run out all the
way to
big
go,
dogs.
Richmond.
Yeah.
And I went to this one shop the last day, and it was really nice inside. The inside kind of looked like ours. I think it was called Blanchard's, and they had these automatic like pour over machines, which I thought were really cool.
Yeah, I think you.
Yeah,
like, sent
I think
me
we
these.
talked
Yeah.
about this, and I ordered one. Don't kill me, but they had it available, and Becca got like a vanilla latte, and I saw them start making it, and I guess they're having a trouble with their machine while they're making Becca's latte.
Tell me you fixed their machine.
No.
I really hope that's
No.
where the
Like,
story
let
is
me
going.
back there.
Hey, see what's going on with that.
No, so I had ordered the pour over and a cortado, like I said
Yeah,
I normally do, and Becca got the latte, and it was like taking like I guess too long in their eyes. It was like 30 seconds or whatever after we ordered, and they called me over and they said it'll be right out, like don't worry. And I sat down and I saw them like pull out a Stag kettle and start like manually making the pour over.
Oh, nice.
And like
upgrades.
they were like freaking out over like not having our drinks on.
It's because you ordered a cortado and a pour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
like,
we know who we're
oh,
doing.
They're like,
God.
oh God, this guy's a critic. We
That's
can't
what I
mess up his drink.
That's what I think was happening.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they gave me 2 free drink
Nice.
cards.
Yeah, yeah. They
And, like,
definitely
I
thought
was
you were
like-
some kind of critic.
Yeah.
Nobody
I was
comes
like,
in off
this
the
is
street
not
and orders a
necessary.
cortado and a
Like-
pour over. Nobody does that.
Yeah,
You
but
humbled them.
Mhm.
You did.
really
I guess so. But yeah,
They're like, oh,
there's this one. My favorite one was called The Lab by Alchemy, and they do like pour over flights, which I think is really cool.
Oh, okay.
And,
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean it is, but it's still cool.
Oh, yeah, I mean it's cool.
Yeah,
How much you
Not
pay
for
for that?
them, but
it was like I think it's like $9.
Oh, that's surprisingly
Yeah.
low. Like, how much coffee do you get though?
It's like you get like 3 250 milliliter servings, so
That's a decent amount
It's
for
a good-
$9.
no, it's a good deal if like
Yeah.
you have the time to sit down.
carry the one.
is that a cup?
It's like a small cup.
Okay.
I think that's 8 ounces.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
6 or 8 ounces,
Sure,
something
don't
like
ask
that.
Me to do conversions on camera.
Leave, hurry.
I'm not. I'm not going to do it.
Go, go, go.
I mean, I have Google. I can look it up if you really want me to. But
Yeah, I mean they're just little cups.
Scott's on it. Look at him.
Come on, it's
Scott in the booth. Oh, I can't read that. Nathan, what's that say?
Can you
Keep
show us on your
zooming in.
fingers? 8.4.
8.4
it's
ounces.
8.5 ounces. Like 8.5
Okay.
ounces.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You get
That was
4 of
about
them?
3.
Three.
Oh, okay.
3. So you pick they have like a couple different choices, and they do something that I think is really cool. They rotate all the roasters.
Oh.
So like they'll do local roasters, and then they had like some bigger ones from across the country, and like it'll be like bi-weekly. They change them all, and I think that's really cool.
That is cool.
But yeah, so I chose 3 that I thought were interesting, and sat down at the bar, and they made them in front of me.
Nice. With the, I don't know how much you like ask them about their roasters, but
Mhm.
do they keep? Do they sell the retail beans of all the roasters they
Yeah,
provide?
so whatever they have, they will sell retail bags.
Oh, cool.
And a big one is Recluse Roasters down there. They do like a coffee pop-up on the weekends sometimes. They're not like an actual shop, but they are just a roastery, and they have really good stuff. So I got something from them, something from Onyx, and I forget who else. It might have been 2 Recluse bags.
Okay.
But I ended up grabbing one of those Onyx bags to take home.
All light roast, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I expect no less.
Yeah. But it's cool though to like be able to like, yeah, you can like say this light roast was good. It tastes like this, whatever. But if you have 3 of them next to each other,
Oh, yeah.
you can like compare them.
You can really taste the
Mhm.
differences right there, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like looking to buy beans and you're
Yeah.
like, can I try these out? And you get, that's the whole
Yeah.
appeal, I guess, right? Yeah. So
But
cool.
I would only order that if it's like really slow. Like, don't go in and order that when there's a queue out the door.
They're
Because
like in the
you'll.
back screaming.
Yeah.
Flights.
Yeah. Be courteous to your
Yeah.
baristas and bartenders. my
Read
man.
the situation well. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, man. It sounds
Thank
like you got to experience some really cool shops.
Yeah.
And if you're in Richmond, go check those places out.
Absolutely.
All right, so moving on. I have something fun planned tonight for you guys. Nothing like last time.
I can't handle last
no
time
giant
again.
green hats, no pots of gold at the end of the
Thank
rainbow. Sorry, Tyler. But I did put together a little slideshow that Scott's going to queue up for us here in a minute. I'll let you know when, Scott. But basically, I have several slides. These are fictional coffee shops, mainly from TV shows, that I have a couple questions. First, can you identify them? You get bonus brownie points if you can tell me the real name of the location. And would you visit this shop? Would you like to be a regular at this shop, or would you like to work at this shop? So I just kind of want to see what your guys' take on these are. So I have the order down here. Go ahead, Scott. Hit me with the first one. This one's pretty easy, pretty recognizable.
Oh, are we just going?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
Central Perk.
Yeah.
Central
from
Perk.
Friends.
Yep, from
From
Friends.
Friends.
Yeah. So this is a pretty iconic one. I mean, you don't even need to see the actors in it. And you can tell exactly what it is with the couch. So I was never a Friends fan. I never have been a Friends fan.
I don't like that show.
I understand that it really shapes a lot of people comedically. Like I have one friend who really identifies with Chandler. I don't know if that's a good thing or but yeah.
Personality trait.
Yeah.
A nice kind of Chandler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he meets people and he says,
Put that
"Hi,
on
I'm
your
a
dating
Chandler."
profile.
Yeah.
Most like Chandler.
So, but in the things that I have seen from Friends, always looks like it's a bustling coffee shop.
yeah.
It always looks like it's packed, it's busy, and it's always got these really strange, 6 friends sitting in the center Oh, the room.
One of the friends works there, right?
I don't know.
Rachel, yeah.
Dude, does she?
She
Rachel
works
does,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
check.
so
Yep.
so Rachel works at the shop.
Good to know.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Aniston,
Oh, okay.
another Jennifer.
You love the Jennifers.
Jennifers.
So would you guys hang out at this place? Would you guys go to Central
Yeah,
Park
this
and
is
hang out?
exactly my favorite kind of
Yeah.
coffee shop.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
all,
matches. It's like
Yeah,
vintage,
yeah.
like cozy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like places like that.
It's like a hole in the wall kind of place, and it
Yeah.
just feels like comfortable.
It reminds me of this restaurant I went to in Deep Creek where they thrift all their furniture, like all their tables and chairs, and none of it matches, and it's like
Yeah.
so not matching that it is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
matching.
yeah.
Right.
It's like such a
that's
mind
the
thing.
aesthetic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like don't bring anything that matches in here.
Mhm.
Throw it out. Throw one of them out. All right, cool. Moving right along. What's our next one?
Is this from
Oh, come on.
Wait,
No,
we were
hold on,
supposed
I
to.
know this.
Is this? I have a few guesses.
We were supposed to
But I don't
say,
know.
or would
Seinfeld.
we work at?
Oh,
Central
you're
Park?
right. You did get it right. But yeah, let's touch back. Can you bump back to the other slide? Yeah. So would we work at Central Park?
Yeah.
Do you think this
Yeah.
would be a nice vibe for you?
No.
I agree with you. I would not.
No.
It's too chaotic. There's too
What?
much going on.
I love it. I feel like
would.
I'd be like screaming. It'd be
Yeah.
so fun. We'd be like,
It reminds me too much of working in like a restaurant where you're like just always constantly going at 100 miles
Yeah,
an hour.
and they only had 2 employees. It was
What?
Rachel and one other guy.
I highly doubt that that place could operate on two
Right,
employees.
right. Like-
What was his name? Gunther?
yeah,
Yeah. But
we got this, Sabian. We can do that. Me and you, we
Just
can run that
us.
place. Yeah,
let's go.
let's do
You
it.
got like 30 people, it's in the lobby, it's
Yeah,
all right.
we're
It's all
good.
good.
I want to hear
anybody's
what
gonna
your
run it
reasoning
100%.
is that you wouldn't work there, because I want to see if it's the same as mine.
I don't know. It's very chaotic. Like it's not, the layout is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be hard to get things to customers. It's like set up. It's almost set up like a bar, not a coffee shop. It's set up like you would go and get drinks there, like alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it
not
was
really
a
my
bar.
vibe.
In one of the flashbacks, it's a bar.
Okay,
They turned it into a
so
coffee shop.
all right.
But one of my reasonings is there is so much upholstery.
Oh my god,
And
I didn't even think about
one
that.
spill, and wow.
Oh, one blended
I mean,
latte.
look at how dirty the couch is.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks-
care. Sit on it if you want.
I'm not gonna be sitting
guess,
there. You guys,
yeah.
I'm
can,
not
though.
sitting there. It just
I'm
bothers
gonna be
me.
running around behind the bar.
She can clean that once in a while. But
I don't think Paige could work there.
No.
She would.
No.
She would be
She'd just
like,
be constantly
absolutely
She'd be
not.
crying.
everything. All right, so let's move right along. This is Monk's Cafe from Seinfeld.
I didn't know that.
Yes, so this is in New York City. Yeah, this was like the best one I could find. I know it's like a little bit of a low resolution picture, but it was the one that I felt looked like the most when they're all sitting in the booth
Yeah.
and pretty. You can tell what it is without having them in it.
Mhm.
So this is a little coffee shop or a little diner, really, in
Yeah, I
New
was
York
gonna say,
City.
it looks like a diner.
Yeah, it's only got about, I don't know, from what I can see in the pictures when I was looking at it, like
it's
5 or 6
small.
tables. Like
Yeah,
it's not a
it's
very
real
big
small.
spot. Looks like it was built late 60s, early 70s and just kind of left, So would you go to this place? Would you hang out at this place?
I'd go to it
Yeah.
for like breakfast.
Mhm.
I like it because it's like retro. But I
Mhm.
wouldn't work there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
It's a
I'd go, but I
restaurant.
wouldn't work.
I'm
It
good.
gives me Waffle House vibes.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
People love Waffle House.
Like,
though.
don't get me wrong. I love me some Waffle House.
Mhm.
You'll find me at, and also the Double T Diner.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I can't stand with you on that one.
Really?
What?
good.
I
I
like
feel
double T.
so
What's the-
sick
what's-
after going there
It's
all the
classic
time.
But the menu has like
Americana.
1,000 things on it.
All
you can get
diners do.
anything
It's
you
so
want.
overwhelming.
And they
No,
all have
it's so
pictures.
cool.
They have pictures of food on the menu. What's not to like?
I know. I need to see it.
The
I
food
have
that
to
makes
see
me
it
not
before
feel
I
well.
order it.
I'm like, oh,
It's like, is
depends
this
on what you
really what
get.
a waffle looks like?
if you're going
I
to,
want to see the waffle.
Show me
Show me
the
the waffle.
I mean, if you're going to Double T Diner and getting the tilapia, I would say you're
Oh,
probably
no.
in a
Yeah, what are you
Maybe not
ordering
today,
there?
but
That's
what do you
gonna be
get?
sick?
Pancakes.
the
think
most
you're just
basic
weak.
of items. I like omelets. I like going to like a diner and getting an omelet and like a cup
Yeah.
of coffee. That's like my go-to. I'll get like an egg cheese omelet, and I guess how all omelets have egg in them. But yes, so some kind of cheese omelet.
Yeah.
with,
An egg omelet,
Yeah,
Wait,
give me one of
what?
them egg omelets.
a bean made coffee.
Yeah, some beans, some hot bean water. Call it a day. Yeah. So, but yeah, I agree with you. I would not work at this place.
No.
It's
It kind of looks
If
like
it
the
has
Shameless
a-
Diner.
what's
It
that?
looks like the Shameless Diner. That was my guess. The
Ah,
Shameless.
okay, okay.
I knew Seinfeld like immediately, but for some reason, like the name, like Seinfeld was not
Jerry.
coming to me.
George.
Literally.
Costanza.
I know. I was like, I know the show, but what the heck is it called?
Kramer. All right. Okay, moving right along. We have. Okay, I want to know if you guys can identify this. I gave you. There's a little bit of a hint. All three of the main actresses are in the shot. The main actress has her head turned, so you can't see who it is. But
my only guess, Pretty Little Liars.
No,
Is it Sex
Juno?
in the City?
it's not Juno. It's not Sex in the City. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and this is the Espresso Pump. Is the name of the coffee shop. Yeah, so this is the best angle I could find, but this looks like a little bit more of a diner setup too. But this in the show, I think, is definitely just like a coffee shop. It's not set up to be a restaurant or anything like that. It's a little bit more low key. This is the place that I think I would enjoy hanging out.
I
Yeah.
like the stools.
Yeah,
I love
it's-
stools.
High tables, I don't know. I just
I
like the vibe
really
it
like
sets off.
stools in coffee
Right?
shops.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
Carl bought stools for Concord Point. I lost my mind. I was like, yeah,
We have stools.
we made it.
Stool.
We made it. We peaked.
That's all it takes. Stools.
That's when you can afford stools. That's when you know you've made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
if you guys
yeah.
come in tomorrow and there's stools at every table,
everywhere.
you know why.
The closest thing we have is a stooly
Those count.
orange
They're stools.
thing.
They count
They have
to
a
me.
back.
They're bar
Yeah, but they have a
stools.
low rise back.
Yeah, but
Like
you
you
can.
can't lean back.
I mean,
Well,
Why would
if
you
you're
wanna-
leaning back on a stool,
Yeah, why would
like
you do that?
I
know,
want to lean
balance
back on a
pull.
stool.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
head trauma's fun, I guess.
All right.
It is.
To each their own.
So I think I could work at this place. It seems a little. It's like low key enough. It's not in really a high volume area, so you're not gonna be overwhelmed. It seems like it's got a nice little vibe to it. So I think I could work here at the Espresso Pump.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
Yeah, I like the colors.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
comfortable place. It's like a nice warm
Looks
invite.
cozy.
It feels very like that's a place where I'd stop on a road trip. Like I'd get up in a hotel and then I'd go find a local coffee shop.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
And
that
that's what
looks
you,
like
that's
to
what
me.
you
Maybe
wander
that's
into.
right.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Be a good like tourist coffee shop.
Yeah. Be in like a weird town that you're driving through, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, quirky little coffee shop.
Espresso Pump.
Yeah, check that out.
Okay.
Guess I'll
Do you think they
try.
also sell gas?
We have espresso, and then we've got the pump.
Wait, so what do you want? You want pump or pump? Wait, I'm confused. I mean, I can put it in your coffee cup. That's kind of weird, but I think that would
Fuel
be
for
very
you,
confusing.
fuel for
yeah,
your
yeah,
car.
exactly.
Nice.
There you
Nice. I like that.
Should we market this?
go. Ideas, man.
Kevin.
Write this down. Write this down.
Like, are we going to become a gas station?
That would be so weird.
New
On that
ideas.
main
Coffee
street.
bar, car bar.
We're gonna tear up the
Car
parking
bar.
lot. Car bar.
Car bar opening tomorrow.
We'll figure out the gas later. All right, moving right
Bar
along.
first.
What's our next one? Okay, so does anybody recognize this? This is a diner. Most coffee
wear my
shops are also
glasses.
diners, from what I'm understanding.
This just looks like a generic Hollywood set, if I'm being honest.
It's not. This is a real location. This is Loyola's Family Restaurant, and it is the set of both scenes for Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
I was just about to say
Breaking
that
Bad.
Yep.
the people look like they're wearing really old timey stuff.
Yeah.
but
So I
the-
think this is a shot. This is Bob Odenkirk, right here with his back to us. This is actually a scene from Better Call Saul. So.
those are literally my favorite TV shows of all time.
Ah, man, you
and I
missed
couldn't
out.
get it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're not, Nathan, because you would have known.
So I don't know. This is very much along the same vein of the Double T to me. It's a family style diner, very Midwestern vibe. It's a little more food, a little less coffee than my liking. But I bet you that they serve a damn good cup of coffee.
Well, have you guys watched the show
I haven't.
Breaking Bad?
I haven't. I'll be honest.
I've heard it's very good, but I have not.
Well, they start off like all these coffee shop scenes in Denny's, like because they put the one of the integral things on the show is it's Walt's birthday and they put like a 50 in bacon, and Denny's like does that. They'll, like,
Oh,
write
okay.
out, like, your birthday
Yeah.
on the scrambled eggs with bacon.
Do they really do that? Does Denny's?
I don't
do
know
that?
if like it's like they do it for everybody, but maybe if you ask.
Maybe if you're Walter White, they'll do it
Yeah,
for you.
maybe if you're Heisenberg.
Yeah, Heisenberg. Yeah. Oh, you want 50? Yeah. We'll get you 50 on your eggs, Heisenberg. Don't worry.
They're like, go. Someone figure it out. Someone figure it out.
Make it 50.
All right. Moving along. So now this one,
Oh, yeah. I don't know this one, but I like it.
I know I like this vibe. I really like this
This
vibe.
is my
It's
favorite one.
like a yoga center.
Any guesses?
Can you give us
It looks
hints?
like it's from Disney.
So the
Channel.
name of this, I actually enjoy. The name of this coffee shop is the Rear Window Cafe, which I think is very cool. It's like it's a direct Hitchcock reference to the film Rear Window. You said the answer.
What?
It's Pretty Little Liars.
Oh,
This is the
I've never seen that.
He's like, huh?
I literally have
When?
never seen that.
So you just guessed it.
I
and
literally did. I could have said Legally
mean,
Blonde.
that's
They
so
were all
funny
blonde. Like,
that
I'm
you
just making
said-
stuff
You're
up.
like,
You said Pretty Little Liars, and I was like, "Did you look at the slideshow?"
I know,
more?"
and you said that. I was like, I have all the
stop.
answers right in front of me.
Seriously. Oh, tall one.
You're just like reading
Stay
off
over
the
there.
list.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're like, and then
That's what I was literally like, did you just pull that? Like, where?
I know them all. I'm like,
Tyler's
so-
getting them all. We're like, what the hell?
Yeah, I like the name of this cafe, the Rear Window Cafe. Like I said, it's a direct Hitchcock reference to the film Rear Window. And the whole show, Pretty Little Liars, is about like them trying to solve this mystery, like this murder mystery, which is, it's kind of, again, like in that same vein of the Hitchcock and the Rear Window. I just think it's a really cool kind of toss up to that. I think that's a neat thing. The only reason I knew that is because Sarah is currently watching.
I was like,
Pretty
I've
Little
never
Liars.
seen that show.
I've never seen an episode of it. I just know that that's what they're doing, and they're always in this
Something
coffee
about
shop.
the letter A.
Yep, there's
in
some
there.
dude named A or something. I don't
see,
know.
I didn't even know that.
There's
was
an
it.
A on all the like things that are like Pretty Little Liars.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I know.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the show. That's it. And they drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hey.
To me though, it doesn't really look like a coffee shop. It looks like a nice like.
It looks like the
Sit-
lobby
Like
of a
a
nice
studio
hotel.
apartment.
It looks like
Yeah.
a nice upscale studio
Yeah,
apartment.
in, like,
Or it
New
looks
York
like
City.
it looks like a furniture setup in a furniture store.
like this picture is
Like, you
like
know how they have like rooms that they arrange
Yeah.
the furniture. Like that's what it looks
Like there's
like.
a dresser right there.
Yeah, like what?
Oh no, that's the condiment station.
I
It's
think
a
this looks
garden
like
furniture store.
But it
this
may
is like
also be
being
a dresser.
taken from a kitchen. Like the picture looks like they're in the kitchen and they're
Yeah,
pointing
yeah.
out towards like a living room, kind of.
I
to
do
me.
like the curtains though. How they like create a little space. It's like separate.
It's like a cozy little
Mhm.
cove,
A
Yeah.
cove.
cove.
Ooh. We should make a cove upstairs
Where?
Coffee bar cove.
in the center, like a circle cove in the,
That's
in
not-
the
Down from the-
center.
just
yeah.
drapes.
I'm pretty sure the definition of cove is like it's away from the middle of things. I don't know if
Central
putting it in a
cove.
central
be
cove
curtained
that would
off.
work.
Thank you. Thank you for
That's
that.
good. I like the visual.
In the center, under the hole.
And it has its own little chandeliers in it. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes, perfect.
We
And,
planned
like,
this out before we even knew we did.
Plants or something in there, like
make
that.
it like a loft.
Basically, just
going
gonna
up to the
recreate
railing.
this.
Yeah, so like inside the cove, there'd be like circle stairs going up, and the cove would continue
Spiral staircase.
up to the top. And everybody could go up top like they've always wanted
Yeah,
to. They'd be
they still
inside
do
the cove, up top, exit the
cove.
cove into the real cove by that window upstairs.
That's like a
Call the
hidden.
engineers.
Yeah.
Get
that
them on the phone.
deserves a cove.
And then they can come down the regular stairs.
yeah,
Yes.
full
That's
circle.
a secret seating area.
Mm-hmm. You got to know about the cove
You
to
gotta
get
know.
up
It's
there.
front and center. You walk in, you're like,
Like, what is this
God.
You like run into the
curtained
cove.
off area that I have no access
You're like
to?
hitting it, trying to get around it in the way. Like the cove is secret.
Oh, room for all 4 of your friends.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun and cozy. Covey.
Covey.
Covey, the Covey Cove. Cozy Cove.
We're really running with this idea.
Cozy
Okay, I think
Covey
we've killed the
Cove.
Cove idea. All right, moving right along. All right, who knows this one?
Wait, why do
I know
know
this
this
Yeah,
one?
it looks familiar.
I'm pretty sure. Just give me a second. It's Oh my god.
Stop.
How I Met Your
Tyler's
Mother.
cheating. It is not How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, that's a good guess though.
Are you
I'll give
sure?
you a clue. It is
It's
called the
something like that.
Williamsburg Diner.
Gonna be honest, the
Virginia.
clues haven't been doing anything for me.
Good.
Yeah, I'm like the
Good.
places are meaning nothing
I'm
to
like,
me.
okay, name. Yep.
This is the cafe from Two Broke Girls.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So any commercial or promo you ever seen for Two Broke Girls, it has
Yep.
taken
They're
place
here,
in this
yeah.
cafe.
Because the whole show's about them working, right?
Yep. And trying to,
'Cause
you know,
they're
'cause they're
broke.
broke, so they need
Yeah.
money. So that's the whole point. But yeah, this is the cafe, Williamsburg Diner, from that television show. It's a diner. Yeah, a lot of these are diners, man.
Yeah.
It is so rare. Like when you're looking up like coffee shops. That's when I had this idea. I was like, all right, I'm gonna look up fictional coffee shops. It's gonna be great. Well, there'll be so many of them. There's like literally like 8. That's it. So
It looks like it'd smell like cigarettes in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That wood paneling.
It looks
is
like
really
the
getting
floor
to
would be
me.
kind of crunchy with dirt.
Crunchy.
Yeah,
It
but
looks like I'd sit down at the
Or
table
sticky.
and everything would be sticky.
adds a little flavor.
That booth.
The menu
you
would have
probably do
spills
stick
on
to that
it.
Yeah.
booth.
Mhm.
It looks like there's duct tape on the corner of it right there.
Mm-hmm.
You'd pick the menu up off the table and be like,
Yeah.
Peel it off.
You'd get water in like a cup with no ice, and the cup will be a little dingy. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think I
Those
would
like
ever.
cloudy clear cups.
Yeah,
But like for the people who
they're,
live
like-
there, they love it.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't think I would
They, like,
ever
rave about
visit
it.
this
Oh, yeah.
place, but I think I would work at this place because I don't think
What?
anybody gives a shit. Like
Oh,
everyone's
yeah,
just
you
like,
can do
I want to do whatever, man.
They're just,
What's
like,
the special
throwing
today? I
slop
don't know.
down.
Yeah, it's like a pack of ketchup. That's the special today. You buy a ketchup, get one free. And no one cares.
that's a
no
good
one
deal.
cares. Yeah, it's a good deal, right? It's a lot of ketchup. But yeah, I think this would be a fun place to work. I don't necessarily think I would want to visit this place.
There's not one window in there.
I think they had a drive-through though. I
What?
want to
No,
say
I
they had
think
a
they
drive-through.
I think they did.
Because
Yeah.
I remember Kim Kardashian went on the show and she drove through the drive-through.
Then immediately no, because I hate working anywhere with a drive-through.
That
When
just
I worked
makes it,
at
like, 8
Starbucks
times
with
more
the drive-through, I
chaotic.
wanted to scream.
I think
That
that's
was the
what-
worst
I think
part.
that's what makes the show appealing, though. You know, it's like
Chaotic.
it's chaotic. It's all over the place. You
Mhm.
never know what's going to happen here. So yeah. So that's what I would say about that one.
I don't think I would ever seek out to work in a diner.
Nah.
I think I'd end up there,
Just,
though.
yeah, just be like, oh, well.
I'd be like,
This
Yeah,
is
when
I
you're
work
like
in a diner.
55,
yeah, true.
Stumble
You're all
in and
wrinkly
found the
and-
resume.
Wrinkly. You're like, at 55?
what?
Wrinkly?
I mean,
I guess.
I
yeah.
mean, depends on how many city miles you got on you.
I guess if you're not Jennifer Aniston, who
Yeah,
looks
true.
like she's like 28,
Or like
Or
and she's
Jennifer
like
Lawrence.
60.
Matthew McConaughey.
Jennifer? Where?
Jared Leto.
Jen?
Jared Leto looks like he's 23, and that dude's like,
Oh, yeah.
I can't even
He's, like, in his
imagine what
50s, I
Jared
think.
Leto looks like.
He's
Who
in the
is
new
that?
Marvel movie.
As what?
He's the Bat.
he's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
None of these are helping.
No, come
The
on.
Bat? Batman?
No, Marvel's doing a Bat movie. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, Morbius.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the Morbius movie.
Some Bat movie.
They are. I was like, what?
He's a Spider-Man bad guy.
I was like, Batman's not
okay.
Marvel.
Yeah, he's a Spider-Man bad guy.
He's the Bat guy?
I know.
He's a
I was
vampire.
like, Tyler, what?
Oh, yeah.
He's a vampire.
okay.
Yeah, yep.
Something with
Okay.
bats. I saw bats in the
You
trailer.
know, there's
and ran
bats
with it.
involved. You know, vampire bats.
Okay.
But not the
okay.
Batman. He's Batman. He is a
He's
Batman,
Marvel Batman.
but he's not
He's
the Batman.
a Batman.
yeah. He's
Not Batman.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You got it down now.
Yep. good.
Thanks, guys.
All right, my last one tonight. Last slide I got.
Oh yeah, look at the stools.
Oh, my God.
Stools
I know this
galore.
one.
You do.
Gilmore Girls.
Yes. Do you know the name? Can you remember the name?
No, I've watched
Oh, it's very
maybe
simple.
like 2 episodes of this show. I recognized it from the sign in the back because my friend Katie was like, "Oh yeah, there's a whole thing in the plot about the phone,
Yep.
like the no phones."
Yep.
But I don't know the name of it.
So this is Luke's Diner. Very simple. The guy who owns the diner's name is Luke. So it's Luke's Diner. I think this is a set. I don't believe that this is an actual brick and mortar. I could be wrong on that, and people out there might be yelling about it. But I think that this is a set. So yeah, I like this place. I would work here, and I would visit this place. This is
Yeah.
probably my favorite on the list.
Yeah.
I really like said the stools.
I love all the little mugs.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
mugs.
that-
If you ever watch the show, I like the vibe that is in this place. Like the character of Luke. Again, Sarah watches Gilmore Girls all the time, so I'm exposed to these characters I never thought I would be exposed to. But I think he is like the shining moment of that show. And I would go hang out here. He seems like a good place to be. Go get a cup of coffee.
Is that a no phone sign?
Yeah, no phones allowed.
Wait, what's the thing about it?
I don't know.
He hates
I
phones.
just know that it happened.
He hates phones. He just like if you pulled out a cell phone or whatever, he will literally like take it and put it in the pot of coffee and be like, "No phones."
Yeah.
Can you
Sure.
imagine?
Imagine
We're just
forget that
running
about-
around like, hey,
Yeah, get
People
that out of
are
here.
on like conference calls and like on their laptops. We're like,
snapping laptops and hats.
Yeah.
Get out. Yeah.
we
yeah.
said no electronics.
That's something I've always wanted to do. Is bend
snap
a
a laptop?
bend a laptop backwards and just.
What's stopping
right now
you?
they make the laptops that fold all the way around and turn into tablets.
Well, yeah.
Can't do
Nathan's
that.
like,
You put
Or
it
like
back
the-
the other way.
Wait
They
a
got
minute.
me. It's like tablet mode now. You're like,
So close.
All right. So that's it. That's my list.
I was
That's what
really
got.
hoping to see Tweak's Coffee Shop on there.
From.
South Park.
Oh yeah, I never watched that.
or Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, when they buy their espresso machine and
Yeah.
Tina like loses
Yeah, but that's
her
not a
mind.
coffee shop. That's a
Most of
burger
those
joint.
were.
Most of those
Well,
were.
they were diners. I don't know. I guess you could count that, but
I needed some more animated stuff.
I
on
did.
there.
But that's the thing. I looked for animated stuff and I couldn't find any.
I'm surprised Tweak's Coffee Shop didn't come
It
up.
didn't come up at all. Like I even I googled animated fictional coffee shops. Nothing came up. It was all just like clip art of coffee and like there was nothing that was
Interesting.
recognizable.
I bet if you look up like the Google search history of that, You're like probably the only person to
It's
ever
ever
look that
look that up.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
up. The algorithm is confused.
like, how-
I was
Okay, now
like,
we
what
gotta
do you
make this.
want?
Just throwing everything
Yeah.
at me. I'm just like,
We
none
weren't
of this.
prepared for this.
None of this is what I want. Yeah, keep me on your toes,
Panicking.
Google.
Google's
You've
on
heard me.
fire. They're like, oh my
They're running
god.
around like SpongeBob.
Yeah. Wait, is there a coffee shop in SpongeBob?
No.
Krusty Krab. That's
Well,
like
that's
the
it. That's the restaurant.
Remember, there's that diner that
The
he
Chum
sets
Bucket?
at. No. Remember, like the meme where he's like sitting like this. At the
Yeah,
coffee shop?
yeah.
What's it called?
I don't.
Weenie Hut Jr.
Oh,
And then there's like the Weenie Hut. Those
wait, that's
those
the.
are, like,
I don't
Is
think
that where they
that's
go
the-
for the
That's
Goosey
like a
Goober?
bar.
Yeah.
It's like a bar.
It's an ice
Yeah.
cream
to
bar.
them. Yeah.
It's an ice cream bar.
But they get drunk, so it's like a bar.
They get chocolate
Right.
wasted.
That's from adults. Grown-ups.
That's adults. That's from adults.
That's from adults. It's from grown-ups.
You're like, that is for adults, not me. I didn't hear that.
No, that's what I thought. I was like,
I know. I was like,
Tyler.
what?
I mean, I am underage.
Chocolate
so it's
wasted?
like,
Okay.
No, that's a line from grown-ups.
From
I almost
grown-ups,
said
yeah.
adults
I'm
again.
gonna get chocolate wasted.
Yeah.
Adults. You're like really stuck on it.
I was pretty confident in it too. It's like
I know.
adult.
was.
That's from adults.
And then the second it came off my tongue, I was like, no.
Well, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's off. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you had some fun with us this evening. We will be posting this before the end of the week, so you'll hear it in a couple days here now. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, give us likes and comments and upvotes, and tell all your friends. We've been having a lot of fun making this, and we're going to keep on moving on. And until then, we will catch you at Coffee Bar. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Leaf.
That's the end clip. That's the audio clip.